As you can see, I'm absolutely soaked, and you can find the reason as to why that is if you pay attention to the background noise in this video. It is absolutely pouring down, which is part of the reason why I'm sipping on a cup of tea while making this video. The other part is I'm brown, and we were colonized by the British, just like every other country almost in the world. That's probably not historically accurate, but you know, quite a few countries have been colonized by the British. But yeah, the weather's nice. Generally people tend to hate this weather, but for me personally, the weather isn't really something that I can control, so it's not good or bad, it just is, and I choose not to be affected by it at all. But anyways, that's the basic principles of stoicism I'm getting into now. This video is about what I eat in a day to hit 3,400 calories approximately on a bulk to gain weight. Like I said before, it's pouring down, so you're just gonna have to ignore all the background noise in the video. So usually I start off in the morning with I want to say 300 milliliters of chocolate milk. Now this chocolate milk used to be like a chocolate shake, but my throat really didn't respond well to that. It was like I was waking up, I mean, I'd be in school and just have like a terribly sore throat, so I just cut out on the milk, and now I have like a warm glass of chocolate milk every morning before I go to sleep, before I go to school. Now, after my first cup of chocolate milk, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a big breakfast guy, so even that one cup of chocolate milk in the morning is very dreaded. I really don't want to have it, but you know, gotta get the calories in. I can't just starve in the morning and just try to ram all the calories down at night, so I have to get calories in one way or another. But usually, depending upon what the day looks like, after that chocolate milk, my first thing to eat would either be a protein bar from Nutrition Valley, the peanut butter dark chocolate one, or it'll be my lunch, which will vary sometimes. But my lunch would almost always be some sort of bread with some sort of meat. But yeah, at this point, literally all food is disgusting to me. Ramming down 3,400 calories, I mean, I pretty much hate all food. I'm grateful for it, don't get me wrong, but I hate it. Anyways, but yeah, so lunch will usually be a sandwich with either chicken breast or ground beef. And then after that, I'll go to my third period, and then in third period, I'll almost always have another bar from Nutritional Valley. But usually that's all I eat for third period. I'll just have that one bar and just let all the food digest since I've already had lunch. Plus I drink a lot of water throughout the day, so I'm like completely full, like up to the brim during third period. Now fourth period is when I really let loose. I usually have, I want to say 1 to 2 chocolate muffins, maybe a brownie, maybe some chips. Now fourth period, I want to say, is when I eat the most trash, straight up. Like there's no, I'm not going to try to put lipstick on a pig. It's just that in fourth period, I'm eating muffins, I'm eating brownies sometimes. Sometimes I'm eating chips, drinking the chocolate milk from school, which is, by the way, the little box of like Highland chocolate milk, that should be banned from every school ever. Like I opened it and it was just the most disgusting. It honestly didn't even taste like chocolate milk. It just like seemed like water, literally. I don't know how that piece of shit has 8 grams of protein in it. Like, I don't know what they're putting in that shit. So if you can, please try to avoid drinking that crap. It's terrible. Now fifth period, usually depending upon how hungry I am, I may or may not have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if I haven't already finished that sandwich in fourth period, but that'll be the end of everything I eat until my training session. Then I'll get home and then I'll train for, I'd say, I mean, it's always 2 to 3 hours almost, depending upon what kind of training I'm doing that day. And then I get home and then it'll be like my biggest, largest meal, like my biggest feeding of protein. Now, usually it'd always be some sort of meat. It'd be either ground beef or chicken breast, or maybe it's just chicken, just like chicken leg, chicken thigh, chicken, just like an actual chicken breast. Not like the boneless one, like an actual breast. I try to keep this meal the cleanest, so it'll always be some sort of like relatively clean source of carbs. Either sweet potato, that's my favorite personally. Sweet potatoes, I love. Thai Yabara actually put me on to sweet potatoes and I love them now. I usually just bake them and then pull them out and then eat them. Literally, I don't even put any seasoning on it. I think sweet potatoes taste fantastic just by themselves without any seasoning. Now, if it's not sweet potatoes, usually it'll be rice, white rice, or it'll be another type of bread, which is, I don't know if that's the cleanest way to get it. In my opinion, ideally, I want to have sweet potatoes. Now, depending upon how many calories I've had for that day, I may or may not go for the odd snack at night, Greek yogurt with honey and peanut butter. That's a meal that I like, but depending upon if I've had my calories and my protein in, I may or may not have that meal. If I'm being completely honest, do I like this diet? No. It's interesting because when I was on my cut and I was on not really on my cut, but when I just wasn't eating like a maniac, I was on like 2,200, 2,300 calories. And I was like, bro, I just can't wait to bulk. Like, I can't wait to eat anything in sight. And it was fun. Like, for 3 months, bulking was super fun. You know, you eat a lot, you're strong, you still have some amount of leanness going on. You can still kind of see your six pack. But now it's at the point where I'm eating 2,400 calories. And like my favorite meals, the stuff that I used to crave the shit out of when I was on my cut, now it's like, bro, you put that meal in front of me and I'm not even interested in looking at it. I literally only just eat it out of pure discipline to grow on the bulk. Oh, and by the way, if you're drinking anything like tea or coffee or anything that has the slightest bit of caffeine in it, you are fucked on the bulk, because caffeine is a fantastic appetite suppressant, which is why you see a lot of people drink a lot of caffeine when they're on their cut. But on bulking, not really a good decision. I'm having this because I've already had like a large amount of my calories for the day. Plus it's a rest day, so I'm not really going to burn a lot of calories today. But yeah, that's everything I eat in a day. Thank you, and see you next time.